Hey, what's going on?
Not too much.
You know what? Today for me was kind of a, I don't know why, it was kind of a shitty day.
Really?
Earlier, like not the whole day.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is great.
Yeah.
You know, talking to you.
Yeah, it definitely always boosts my mood.
Yeah, podcasting, you know.
Yeah. Tell me about your day. Why was it shitty?
I don't know. I woke up this morning and, you know, I went to go train some clients and stuff, which is great.
Mm-hmm.
I was like personal training this, or not personal training. I was, you know, just trying to encourage this girl to get a gym membership and why she needs to do it and stuff like that. And she just didn't do it. And like, I feel like I didn't like help her out. Like, I just feel like I didn't get inside of her head to like actually pull the trigger and do it. And I was just like, man, don't be fucking lazy. Just like do it. And I wanted to say that, but for some reason you can't say shit like that. You can't just be like, hey, just don't be lazy, fucking do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because people take that kind of personally a little bit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. I think tough love is the only love.
Do you think is that the only thing that had you down today? Or do you
No,
think
it wasn't that. It was just like a comment. It was like kind of gloomy. I've noticed this in Vancouver, especially. We have gloomy days, right? And it is what it is. You can't really do anything about it. But I notice when it's really nice out, like let's say it's nice out today, like super nice. Like I'm talking about like sunny day, you know, you're feeling the vibes, you're playing Spotify music, you're taking Instagram stories from your apartment building, showing off to the world, that kind of day. The next day, if it's gloomy, it kind of hits you like a fucking truck. Like you're kind of like
high, low.
Yeah, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I definitely do feel a different energy in the city when it's summer.
Oh yeah, it's fucking night and day.
People smile at you more on the street.
Yeah, totally.
And I feel like I can do so much in a day. I'm so productive.
Right.
So I definitely thought, you know, down the road, if I end up in LA, wouldn't it be amazing to be in that climate all of the time?
Yeah, but I was talking to a few buddies in LA, and like what they say is the same. Like I thought the same thing. Like, man, you guys must have like good days every single day.
Yeah.
And their response was, honestly, man, not really, because the days just blend together. Like you don't really know what day it is. There's no super up. There's no like super down. It's just like your days just kind of blend together.
Interesting.
I feel like no matter where you go in the world,
people are going to complain about something.
Yeah, you're gonna have a down.
Yeah.
You know, a down thing or something. I don't know. You know what I mean?
For sure. I had that kind of day yesterday.
You had a down day? Mm-hmm. Oh no. What happened?
Just one of those days where you're questioning your life choices.
What do you think? I mean, everyone has those kind of days, I think. Mm-hmm. Especially people that are like, you know, you were a nurse before. Mm-hmm. You know, and you
Still am a nurse.
Still are a nurse, but you're transitioning into acting.
Yeah.
Which is fucking, dude, listen, that's huge. When you're going from making like, you know, cash money, cash money, you know, you can buy Ito, you can buy sushi, you can buy whatever you want at any point in time. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, it's a nice dress. I'm going to buy it because I'm kind of rich, right? Right? But when you go from that to like, oh man, you're living in this expensive city now and you're paying $1,000 for rent and you're fucking taking acting class and you can't really work as much now because you got to focus on the craft and all that kind of stuff. And you're like, damn it, dude, is this even worth it?
It's a whole thing. It's a whole different mindset for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure.
A part of my, a worry that I didn't have before, I'm like, oh dang, I didn't, you know, feels like it's piling on sometimes.
Really?
Yeah. Because I just didn't really have to think about that as much. If I could go on a trip kind of on a whim, you know.
Before.
Yeah, but you know what? Honestly, I don't even want to travel right now because every time I've traveled a lot in the last year. I have traveled a lot.
Yeah, you just came back from Coachella. Relax.
Yeah, and Toronto.
Yeah.
And it takes me out of my life, and it takes me a long time to sort of reset when I'm back and refocus and work on my priorities. I always feel disorganized when I come back, and now that I have something that I really care about and I really want to, you know, devote all of my energy to.
The podcast, yeah.
It's part of it.
Part
totally.
Of it, yeah.
You know, pursuing creativity. I feel like I'm just, I want to stay here because I don't want to miss out on things. I don't want to have to reset so many times, you know, from going away on a trip.
Right. I know what you mean. Cause like even a little trip too, right?
Yeah.
Like you get out of the city for like 4 or 5 days for me, when I go to Edmonton and I visit family and stuff like that, you know, meet up with the guys, have a few drinks, you know, kind of, woo, this is fun, right? You come back here and it takes you like 4 or 5 days to get back in the groove of things.
Totally. And sometimes when I'm there too, I feel like I should be doing things right now. So I can't even enjoy it as much.
Yeah.
I think I should be doing things right now. And then
that's a hustler mindset though. That's good that you have that. I personally think that personally. Yeah.
I find that I almost get an anxiety. Like I don't feel like I'm an actress if I'm not doing things right now, you know? So if I take a week off, I mean, I was over there and I always find ways to do something, you know, but I just don't like taking time off from doing this.
Because you love it.
Yeah. I love hanging out with friends and like met up with Ambrose behind the camera on Saturday and
Shout out Ambrose.
And then you after.
Yeah.
I love meeting with friends, but I just don't want to be away for that long, you know?
Yeah, you need those breaks.
Yeah, and I love those breaks and appreciate those breaks a lot. But I would rather, you know, concentrate, not have something that's going to interfere that much with me being able to concentrate on this.
Yeah. No, I totally get it.
Yeah.
And you need that, to be honest with you. You kind of need that like that kind of balance. Like I notice when I'm just constantly working on stuff, like I got the podcast going on, I'm doing fitness stuff, I'm working on acting scenes, and I'm trying to get a short film, whatever it is that you're trying to go.
Yeah.
If you don't have that downtime, and this is my mistake I've made over the last couple of years, is you don't get happy. You get into these ruts real fast if you're just consistently grinding.
Yeah. Well, I think for me, sometimes it takes the joy out of acting.
Right.
And that's such positive fuel that you're interfering with if you don't have energy to really like get into it.
100%. Yeah, it's so how do you fix that?
I think by doing as much connecting with people that you know care about and like getting out in nature as much as you can without it really interfering with
the grind.
With the grind, yeah. And for me, doing a lot of traveling, you know, a couple trips a year, that's great. But if I'm going away every 2 or 3 months, that's really going to interfere.
Totally, man.
And it has.
And do you find that, like, because you were like, you know, living this high-end life before, I'm making it sound like nurses make $1 million a year, but you were doing pretty well. Like, let's be honest.
I was also married to a doctor before.
You know what I mean? Which is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
So, you know, you're just, you know, sneezing on $5 bills at least, right? I mean, kinda. You know, I mean, listen, when I was full-time personal training back home and I was making, you know, X amount of dollars a year, it wasn't a lot of money, but at that time, I mean, what was I paying for? A fucking car? Like a Honda Civic? What was I paying for? Insurance? $200 a month max? It was fucking, you know, whatever, right?
Yeah.
But now it's just like you're in this kind of like, you're in this weird rut, man. I don't know.
It doesn't really feel like a rut. It feels like a readjustment. And honestly, it makes me appreciate things more. Yeah. And it makes me realize, like, oh, all that stuff, I didn't need that stuff.
Right.
That stuff wasn't making me happy.
Right. It wasn't making you happy.
No, it wasn't.
No. That's so interesting, hey? That like I posted this thing today on Instagram. I don't know if you saw it. Not like just on my story. And it was here, check this out. Comfort is a drug. Once you get used to it, it becomes addicting. Give a weak man consistent sex, good food, cheap entertainment, and he'll throw his ambitions right out the window. The comfort zone is where dreams go to die. And I kind of read that, and like, it's so easy to get into that comfort zone, you know? And I think that people have to understand that, and myself included, I mean, I run into this issue quite a bit. I think that we just need to realize that it's okay to be uncomfortable. Yeah. You know what I mean? Keep pushing that uncomfortable, I don't know, what do you want to call it, the button, you know?
Find comfort in the discomfort, you know, lean into it.
Where'd you get that from?
So there's this type of yoga called yin yoga. Have you ever done that? When you hold a pose for like 2 minutes and sometimes it's really painful and they tell you lean into the discomfort, become comfortable with the discomfort. And it made me think about, you know, other areas of my life, like getting up early, like not sleeping in, and just dealing with a certain amount of boredom or putting up with that, putting up with grind, putting up with late nights, like lean into the discomfort in your life because that's the only way sometimes you're able to progress,
Right. Yeah, totally. Yeah. When you, and I relate this to working out or relate this to going in the sauna and stuff like that. When you're doing stuff that you're uncomfortable doing and it's like your body wants to give up, or your mind, you're just kind of pushing yourself, you always feel better. Always.
Totally.
Every single time.
Totally.
Right?
Totally. I used to be a runner until I had knee surgery last March. And I actually liked the feeling of like my lungs just like burning and my body burning and then just continuing going and pushing past it. You get like a high off of that.
You do, right?
Yeah. When you're pushing through it.
Yeah, well, runner's high is definitely a thing for sure.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah,
I miss it so much, actually.
Really?
I feel like it was really good for just my mentality as
100%.
well.
Yeah, for sure. Why don't you get back into it?
Because I'm still recovering.
Okay.
I've tried a few times, and then I'm in pain for the next week.
Are you working out right now?
I used to work out every day, but in the past month, I have not been.
Dude, we need to go to the gym.
Yeah.
We need to start doing that.
You need to.
I can't be having my co-host on this podcast not be working out.
It's
not happening.
You need to teach me what to do. I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm like, I'll do a little 20-minute cardio thing,
Totally.
and then I don't know.
Yeah,
I have no like structure around working out because I used to just run. That was my thing. I used to love trail running and running hills and doing interval training. I never went to a gym because I used to run in Edmonton in negative 20-degree weather.
Yeah. Which is fucking crazy.
You
loved it?
Yeah.
Running in that cold?
Yeah.
Oh man.
I would just push myself so hard and then come home and actually be sweating underneath.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. That's the thing is once you get into a nice routine of the gym, in my opinion, like a nice structured routine, that's when you kind of really just kind of go, it's like acting class. Like you kind of go every certain day and you kind of get into this routine, right? It's nice with that, with the gym as well.
Yeah. I think I need to know what I'm doing because every time I go, it's a decision. Like, what do I do? Which machine,
Right.
And I need to get over it, but I've definitely had a resistance to the gym because it's just, I used to run outside, right? Like, I love being in nature and fresh air and
a lot of
vitamin
people
D.
say that, yeah.
So I miss that. But if I want to get back out there and run outside, I need to go to the gym.
You know what you're not doing in nature?
What?
Bench pressing.
Honestly, going to the gym is a means to an end for me to get back outside and run.
Oh, okay. Well, I think that I can convince you
okay, we'll see.
that you like the gym a lot.
We'll see.
Especially when you're doing squats and you're just going down and then the next day your ass is sore and you're like, holy shit, I can't even sit down.
That is a good feeling.
It is a good feeling.
Yeah.
You sit down and pee and you can't even complete it. Like you sit back up and you're like, you have to use your two hands to get up and you're like, I deserve to take a day off. This is awesome. Right?
Yeah. Butt sore is the best sore.
Oh, it is. It is the best sore for sure. Butt sore combined with like a nice hamstring sore. No, it really
and
is.
And an ab sore too is good.
Yeah, ab sore's okay.
Really?
Let's be honest. It's okay. It doesn't last long either. It lasts a couple hours. For me personally, chest sore is the best. When your chest is sore and you like go to pick up something, you're like, oh, for fuck's sakes. That's when it's.
You know what's actually been a good motivator for me going to the gym lately? Back to the gym is like thinking of my body as an instrument and I'm my business, now, and I need to take care of it in a way that I wasn't as conscious of before I was doing acting. Do you ever think that way?
Yeah. Not in terms of, to be honest with you, I think I would succeed a little bit better if I just maybe got a little bit smaller in the gym.
But what I meant was being healthy.
Right. I mean, you already look 18 though. So that's kind of a plus.
Oh yeah, you were gonna say something.
Yeah. So one of my family members commented, and they're like, "Why does Zac co-host with that 18-year-old all the time?"
And I was like, "Yay!"
Yeah, totally. Yeah. And it's funny, man. No one guesses your age ever, which is crazy. Never.
I'm 29.
Which is fucking crazy.
I'm older than Zac.
Yeah, you're older than everyone. No, I'm just kidding. But that's crazy that you're 29. Yeah. The thing is, you got the good genes, though. You know what I mean? You got those
the mixed race,
the Latina genes. Yeah,
mixed race.
Yeah,
genes.
You're not going anywhere. You're gonna look.
It's something I'm conscious of, though. I was talking about my bad day yesterday. Definitely.
Oh yeah, sorry to cut you off.
No, definitely. That gets in my head sometimes. Starting acting as a 28-year-old, and now I'm 29.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, I have this. So a lot of the people that I grew up with said that they wanted to be married and have a kid and have a house by the time they were 30. But for me, I'm like, I want to have some kind of credit before I'm 30. And that's definitely something that's sort of hanging over my head. And I don't know. I'm kind of anxious about it.
You're kind of anxious about it?
Yeah. I don't like 29. 28 was okay, but
I wouldn't stress too much about that, dude.
Yeah.
In the grand scheme of things,
mm-hmm.
You're fucking not 50. You know what I mean though?
Yeah.
Like that's kind of like how I see it.
Mm-hmm.
Can I ask you, what did you do to make yourself feel better in that situation though? Did you look up people that were like, because what I do a lot of the time is I look up like actors that have like had late starts. I'm like, oh, that makes me feel better.
Yeah, I should definitely do that. I've screenshotted on my phone just a few things about timing, because that's definitely something that I try, and in my previous life I could control. If I did A, B, C, and D, I would get a certain result,
Mm-hmm.
in my career. So with my history degree or nursing. But with acting, it's not in my control at all. And that's definitely something that I'm adjusting to.
Right.
So being at peace with timing and knowing that things will happen in their time and all I can do is my part, and I can't be so attached to that. And then I bet when I turn 30 and I'll get on the other side of it, I'll be like, that was silly. Yeah,
it is silly for sure. For sure. I mean, if you look at like, and you shouldn't even do this. You should just find like, I don't want to say it's not happiness, but you should just find like kind of realizations on your own without looking at other people's careers. But man, there's so many actors, dude, that start late. They get their thing late. Mm-hmm. It just, it's a thing.
Sometimes I wonder though, like where. So I went to a commercial workshop on Sunday.
How was that?
It was good. It was really good. Laura McDonald commercial workshop. A lot of things that I had no idea of. I actually would recommend it.
Mind sharing a piece of advice?
Yeah.
You're like, you need to pay for it, bitch.
Yeah. So there was one thing that she had. If you take a class, she'll share it with you. It's an audition checklist. So 7 things that you do before an audition. Things like learn every line. If there are lines, look up similar commercials. If it's a restaurant commercial, look up restaurant commercials. I honestly can't remember all of them, but so if you set out a checklist for you to do before every audition, and you complete that checklist, she said always reward yourself with something. So she would reward herself with like a date square or something like that she would never buy. And she said that she would go into auditions just feeling like, yeah, I did all of the things everything that I can do, having a structure to it. So then you really know that you put in the work and that you can just go there and show up now,
Sweet.
And show up and be yourself.
I feel like that's not even just commercial advice. It's just like in general
definitely.
advice.
100%. Yeah. And she also said, write an actor's logbook.
What's that?
So for every audition, how you felt going into the audition, how you felt going out of it, what you wore, just to make sure for callbacks. Yeah. And rating it out of 10, and then just sort of tracking your progress and seeing, maybe there's something you did on your last audition that made it really positive that you want to.
Interesting.
Yeah. It was a really good class.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really good.
That's sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think just like writing down stuff in general is really good for you to do.
Yeah. I need to do that more. I have sporadic notes in my phone, but I think I'm going to try and get into a practice of actually writing things down in a more organized way.
Right.
But yeah, what I was saying with the Laura McDonald workshop is she talked a lot about branding and knowing where you fit into the market. And I think because of my age, but my appearance is so much younger, I sometimes feel like where do I fit in?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Totally.
Yeah.
I think you fit in high school roles, no?
That'd be nice.
Yeah, totally. I mean, I don't know. If I looked at you and I was like, okay, yeah, for sure. I don't know, like Riverdale or like a show like that,
mm-hmm.
right? Can you look older? Like, do you know how to do that? Like, if you wanted to?
If I wear more makeup, I look older.
If you wear more makeup?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, weird.
If I don't wear makeup, I look like I'm 12.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. Okay, well, there you go. Mm-hmm. You know, and I think in the long run of things, I think it's just not a bad thing to have, Anna, you know, to be honest.
No, I'm not complaining.
Yeah.
I just always, and I'm learning to let this go, but there's always I should have gone into this sooner. I knew I wanted to do this because
man.
I love it.
Yeah, you can't think like that though, about anything, dude, about anything. Yeah. There's even something right now that you're not doing that when you're 35, you're like, fuck, why wasn't I doing that before?
Yeah, that's so true.
It's probably the gym, to be honest.
Okay, let's go work out.
Okay, sweet. So you just basically, you came to realization on your shitty day that
I have to be more at peace with timing and to let go. Right. Let go of control and to chill.
The chill? Yeah. No, seriously, that's a good one. Yeah. Do you have like people you contact when this is going down? Or you're like, oh, okay, I can.
Sometimes I kind of struggle between, I don't really like asking for that. And I think that I'm very independent and that I think I should be able to deal. I'm like, I should be able to deal with it on my own and I should be enough, you know? And then I just don't like to like bother people. But I've been a little bit more open recently and I think it's good. Mm-hmm. What about you?
No, I can tell you're more open too.
Oh,
yeah.
Thank you.
You just seem like a happier person in general. Not that you were like, you know, not that you were like shitty before, but you just seem like you seem happier.
I feel freer. For sure.
I think that when you, I don't want to like pressure you to talk about anything, but you know, when you're more free as a person, I feel like that's, I don't know, man, it's like therapy. You know what I mean? When you can just be free and be yourself, just be completely yourself, whether that's on social media, with your friends, on the podcast, whatever it is. I think that's when you reach happiness, in my opinion.
Totally. I think, and I've even thought when you were talking about friends, now I just want to be myself. Because I don't care to make friends for somebody to make friends with a facade that I'm putting on, and then do you maintain that facade for the whole relationship? I'd rather just be, I don't know, show your good and your bad parts. And if people like it, they like it. If they don't, they don't.
And guess what? Yeah, and not everyone's going to like you.
Yeah. That's
just something you have to get over. Not everyone's going to like you.
Yeah.
Right? There's always people out there that you're just not going to vibe with.
Totally. And that doesn't really bother me, but something that I'm learning is to let go of people when they're no longer productive to your life.
Right. Like, what do you mean?
Like even friends.
Right.
That, you know, suddenly they're undermining you or there's negativity. Mm-hmm. Like learning to be at peace with that. And that just be grateful. What I'm trying to do is just be grateful for the people in your life who are there and are positive, because sometimes the people who you're losing connection with, you focus on that way too much, focus on the negative, right? As opposed to noticing that there are good people around. Right. And there are really good people in the acting community in Vancouver.
Oh, for sure.
I think that sometimes it gets a bad rap, but I think that it's like any industry. Even in the hospital, when I was working there were shitty people and there were fucking fantastic people. Right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a matter of, you know, selecting those people out. When you say that, do you mean like people, like when you were getting to acting and stuff, they kind of thought you were crazy a little bit? Like your friends?
Yeah.
Really? Mm-hmm. It is a crazy thing to do, though.
Yeah, and that I dropped out of my master's.
You did?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Nice. I'm so glad I did.
Yeah.
I'm saving like $25,000.
Yeah.
By not doing it.
Like masters in terms of what? What is that? Like masters?
So I could be a therapist.
Oh.
Yeah.
Crazy. Mm-hmm. Wow. You know, I've been thinking about getting into therapy.
I'm going later today.
You are?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Crazy.
Yeah, I figured I should.
Yeah.
A lot of changes in my life. Yeah. So I've been to therapy before, and you know, I've had good experiences and bad experiences, but there's been some, you know, some sessions that I definitely have come to some realizations. And I think sometimes it's good to reset. And as an actor, I think it's always good to know more about yourself, right? And understand yourself.
Totally. What do you think pulled the trigger to like, oh, I want to go to therapy?
Getting a divorce and moving out.
Getting a divorce and moving out?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, getting a divorce is getting divorced is like going through a breakup, though. Am I wrong?
Yeah, but then there's so much more baggage attached to it.
Like
you know?
what?
Like the institution.
Institution?
The institution of marriage.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. But I mean, that's just a piece of paper, really, right?
Yeah, you can look at it different ways, right?
Yeah.
But then the way people relate to you when you're married, though, and the way people relate to you when you're dating is very different.
It's very different. That I agree,
different.
yeah. Because when you're married, it's almost like that's their family now.
Yeah.
That's how I see it. Like,
Yeah.
oh, you're married? Oh, you're like...
Yeah.
You're married to this
Yeah.
person. You're like...
You're gonna grow old with this person.
Yeah, blood.
Yeah.
For sure.
Totally. So it's a bigger deal and harder for some people to accept.
Right. Because if you think about what you did...
Harder for me to accept even.
100%. Because if you think about what you did, you know what I mean? I don't mean to put you on the spot because you're the other person here. But you literally moved to Vancouver.
Hey, Ambrose is here.
Oh, yeah. Ambrose is here. Hey, Ambrose.
Where's the meatloaf?
Mom, the meatloaf.
That's a little throwback.
A little reference from this episode. But like, if you think about what you did, okay?
Yeah.
Think about what you did. And all props to you and everyone listening to this, male or female or fucking animal, whatever you are listening to this podcast. My dog listens to our podcast, just so you know. You literally moved away to pursue a dream, and everything that was holding you back, you've disconnected that. You understand you're basically like an Amazon. You're kind of like a warrior princess, right? That takes balls to do, though. Like, think about that. There's not a lot.
Really nice.
Yeah, there's not a lot of people that can do this in this fucking world.
You.
Yeah, well, it's true.
That's really nice because there's definitely a part of my brain that's like, you're fucking up your life. What are you doing?
Really?
Yeah, but that part's stupid.
That part is stupid, and that part's probably getting smaller and smaller, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Eventually, it's not.
It's just fear.
Yeah.
Right. But thank you. That's really.
No, it's
that's
being
really
honest,
nice.
and I mean, there's a lot. Like, I know there's a few people that listen to the show that are probably going through similar situations, and it might not be a divorce, or it might not be whatever. But
just giving something up.
Yeah, giving something up is a tough thing to do for a lot of people, and you know, it's just, if you had to give one piece of advice to someone like that, what would it be? Just do it. The Nike thing.
You're stronger than you think always.
Nice.
And things that you've decided will break you.
Right.
You can actually be okay afterwards.
Right.
And get stronger, but you have to change your mindset and not. You have to believe that you'll be okay, because it's only when I started to believe that I would be okay that, you know, that I started noticing things in my life and resources that I had that I was almost blocked from because I was convinced that I was going to fail.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You have more clarity.
Right.
If you're not clouded by fear.
Right.
And anxiety.
Right. The anxiety is a big thing too, for sure.
And taking care of yourself. I've definitely find that, sleep deprivation. Like, you have to sleep.
You've suffered from that a little bit?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
And you just can't think straight, and everything is so much harder and worse.
Yeah.
I definitely noticed that. So
I think just even meeting friends, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Because, like, you're hanging out with us a lot more often now,
Yeah.
and I think just kind of like that whole situation's nice too.
Well, I feel like I can come and go as I please, which is really nice, you know?
Yeah.
Like, have my own schedule and do what I want to do.
Yeah, and that's the key. That is really the key,
Yeah.
I think, is having your own schedule, doing whatever you want to do. You're kind of, you know, it's about you. It's all about you, and that is not a bad thing to have in your life in your I was going to say early 20s. You're late 20s, even though you look like you're in your early 20s.
The last year of 20.
Yeah, last year of 20s. Sweet, man. That's awesome. Yeah, fucking sweet. I'm
Thank
happy.
you.
Yeah, I'm happy to see. I'm telling you, man, just it's going to happen for you, for sure. I know it is.
too.
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate it. I hope
All
it does.
three of us.
Hope it does, or I'm going to jump off this balcony. So how is the life of acting for you? How was it this week? Yay or nay?
Yay.
Yeah?
The commercial workshop at Ambrose's place, we had a night that you didn't come to.
I know, I missed it. How was that?
It was really great. Yeah. We got together with my friend Ben Dextrays, who has made his own content and shot a couple of documentaries.
Right.
And he brought all of his equipment over. And yeah, we got people together and filmed a couple scenes and talked about them. And their setup was amazing. They live edited it while we watched it.
Oh, wow.
It was just, I haven't been in acting class for a few weeks. And, you know, I was feeling kind of
Rusty?
Yeah. Well, and just a lull, you know, and sometimes you just need to remind yourself while you're doing all of this, and just that night and acting and, you know, seeing just work, actually acting was really good to like recenter yourself and say, okay, this is why, you know, I'm struggling a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
There's a reason for it,
right?
You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, totally. I love it.
And I got my first film and TV self-tape request, so
Holla.
I was pretty excited about that.
It's fucking awesome, man.
What about you? How's your week been?
You know what? I had an audition.
Mm-hmm.
I had to bring like a long stick in, which was kind of weird. Didn't even. It's like you train for this whole thing, right? You're training.
Cool.
You're practicing. You do all this stuff, and you get there, and they're like, oh, we're actually not using the stick anymore. It's like, okay, sweet.
And you were up here practicing.
Yeah, it's like, okay, sweet. But whatever. I mean, that happens, I guess, in auditions, right? You never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
So that was sweet. But you know, it's been a little bit slow for me, to be honest.
I hear it's slow for everybody. I hadn't heard anything for a long time until today,
Mm-hmm.
and I've heard from many different people, and on Sunday, a few actors said that it's slow
Really?
right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is actually good for me right now, because I'm moving and I have a lot of expenses, and I'm furnishing my own place, so I can just kind of work and and then for acting, just train right now,
Right.
you know, and do the podcast.
Totally.
But yeah, it's good to hear that, because I'm like, I haven't got anything.
Yeah, no, it's just, I think it's just slow in general.
Yeah.
Like you said. And I think when there's like times where it is slow is kind of where, like, I've been itching to make like a love story script. I don't know why.
I have a really good idea for
Really?
one. Yeah.
Care to share it? Are you trying to save it? Okay.
No,
cool.
I'll share it with you.
Yeah. Okay.
But just not on the podcast.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because I really want to I really want to create something like that.
Yeah, I actually talked to Joey about this, and I told him I think it's hard to make a compelling modern day romance, because usually great romantic movies, there's some kind of barrier between them.
Right.
But now there's not as many societal barriers to people being together. And that's what makes a great love story, is overcoming an obstacle to be together.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, totally.
So, yeah, I have a couple ideas.
Nice.
But do you agree with me that most romantic movies are romantic comedies that are set in the modern day?
Yeah, I agree.
Because what's really holding two people from
being together?
Yeah.
Totally. I agree. Yeah. No, I like that. Yeah, we should definitely get cracking on that for sure. Because
Cool.
like I'm saying, if there's a lot of downtime, you know, be proactive.
Yeah.
And personally,
Agreed.
I believe when you're being proactive, like just like as a, as an actor, I think the more you are being proactive, you know, we can get into this whole spiritual shit that to be honest with you, I kind of do believe
Me
on
too.
some degree. You know, when you're putting something out there in the universe, I think that like it's kind of you're getting answered. You know what I mean? And the more, I don't know, I think the more work you're putting into it, the more you're just going to get out of it personally.
Yeah.
So if it's slow, cool. make shit.
Yeah. I agree.
You know?
I agree.
Yeah.
The actors' night that we got together, it was made as the intention of it is to be an incubator for us collaborating and making our own content.
Which is sweet. That's fantastic. Was this the thing I was invited to that I didn't go? Fuck's sakes, I gotta start going to this stuff. Sorry, dude.
You're out.
I was a little hungover that day.
Yeah, he was like, I can't get out of bed.
I can't do it. Yeah.
I was actually thinking of like laying into you and like.
You should have, dude. It would have worked.
Would have?
Maybe. I don't know. When I'm like, yeah, it's not that I drink or whatever that much, anyways, but it's just.
Hangovers are so much worse now.
Oh my God, yeah.
I remember when I turned 26, I think they started getting really bad, like 2-day hangovers, or like at least the next day, nothing's getting done.
Really?
Yeah.
It's
That's why I can't really afford to drink.
Because of the time.
Yeah, because it's just too much wasted time after.
Yeah, I agree. What do you got for current events there, Anna? Let me hit that one time.
Let's talk about the trailer.
What trailer?
The Once Upon a Time in Hollywood trailer.
Holy fucking shit. Yeah, let's dive into that. Yeah, good call. Wow.
It looks...
We haven't talked about this yet?
No.
Oh my God. Jesus.
I love the concept of it. So the Manson murders, it's not the focal point, it's in the background to the story.
Yeah, which I'm a little bit confused on.
I think it's cool.
Yeah, no, I think it's cool too.
Yeah.
Anything with DiCaprio, Brad Pitt, Tarantino, sign me up. Margot Robbie, sign me up, man. Like those guys that cast and crew is just fantastic. Did you see the standing ovation that they got?
No.
It was kind of awkward. Did you see it, Ambrose? Oh my God. It was literally a 7-minute standing ovation. 7 minutes of people
for the
clapping.
Trailer?
Yeah, of people. No, they watched the screening of the Cannes Film Festival.
Oh, really?
And they all stood up, and it was like 7 minutes. And I'm sure it's an amazing movie, but 7 minutes is crazy, man. That's fucking crazy.
It's just there.
Yeah.
The camera scoops
Yeah,
by,
yeah, yeah.
And he's just like.
Yeah, totally.
And the camera doesn't move on. He's just like,
It was weird because the camera would be on be on Brad Pitt for like 2 minutes, and Brad Pitt would just be like, "All right, what do I do?" And then it'd be on DiCaprio for a couple minutes, and then went on Tarantino for like the rest of the minutes, and it was just like, yeah, Tarantino. And there's a video on YouTube right now. You type it, and it's Tarantino. It's called Tarantino's Cringe 7-minute standing O.
That's so funny.
Yeah, that's awesome though. But I mean, if it got a standing ovation for 7 minutes, regardless, it must be good.
I can't wait.
Yeah, for sure.
Looks so good. I like. Did you see? I posted it on the Instagram page. The posters, like the vintage posters.
Oh yeah.
For
Rick Dalton.
Yeah, Rick
sure.
Dalton's. Yeah. So Leonardo DiCaprio plays Rick Dalton, and they're releasing all of these old vintage posters that are from the time.
Totally.
Oh, I can't wait.
I know, dude. I know. I have a feeling.
So good.
I have a feeling for me, it's gonna be like my. Because man, listen, I'm all about franchise movies. Don't get me wrong, but I'm loving. I just want to see some creativity in the theaters. Just some kind of creative content, right? So this is finally something that checks that box for me. Mm-hmm. Also, number 2. I was obsessed with Wolf of Wall Street. I fucking love that movie.
I love it too.
Love it. Like, it's such a great movie.
It is.
And I feel like this is I don't know why. I know it's 2 different directors, 2 different like kind of things, but I just feel like it's going to be kind of similar for me in that situation. I could be wrong though. Who knows? But yeah.
Well, I think Wolf of Wall Street was kind of self-aware and sort of outrageous in like outrageous in a self-aware way.
Right.
And it's kind of seems like this movie is that way as well. You know?
Yeah. I know. I can't wait for it.
Yeah, me too.
We should definitely get tickets as soon as possible.
When does it come out?
I don't know. Ambrose, you know when it comes out? No, I don't know. But yeah, let's definitely go for sure.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Have you ever been to LA?
Yeah.
But have you taken a trip down to LA and like to do some classes?
Not since I've been an actress. I want to.
It's motivating.
Really?
Yeah, you should come.
Where are you going?
When? I'm gonna go in like July, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think me and Joey are going to go.
Really?
Yeah.
For how long?
For a couple days.
Yeah, I'll go.
Yeah. Go to the Comedy Store.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah, dude. It's fucking sweet.
Should I come?
Yeah, and it's so motivating. It's so when you get there and you're just like, as long as you're doing active, like proactive, like acting kind of shit, it's a lot of fun. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we should definitely do it, man. 100%.
We should do a podcast from down there.
Yeah. We'll be on the street. We're live here from downtown LA, and we got a, Jimmy Fallon, how he does those things. He like stops people on the street.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like Drake and like a, that's hilarious.
Yeah. No, I can go.
Let's do it. It's done. It's happened. After you shit talk on taking vacations
I
in the
took
earlier
a-
episode.
Yeah, but but if I'm acting,
Yeah, totally. I know. I'm just playing
If
with
it's
you.
for work,
Yeah.
I
for
would
sure.
do it.
Right, of course.
and I feel like it would give me motivation and energy to be down there and see that and just kind of be around
100%.
the mecca of
The
acting.
mecca of acting. That's exactly what it is. 100%, definitely. What else you got?
Let me go into my notes. Oh, do you remember so I think it might have even been the first episode I talked about how there's an actor, a comedian who was running for president of Ukraine.
Yeah, and he won.
Yeah.
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 That's fucking
He
crazy.
got elected, and apparently for his inauguration, he was like high-fiving people as he went past and taking
my
selfies.
Dude, that is so funny. That's the world we're going into, though.
Yeah,
Like,
he actually won.
We're actually entering this world where it's like,
And people love him.
yeah. Man, if The Rock ran for president, I'd be okay with it. If Dwayne Johnson said, if he ran for president, I would be okay with it. Or Oprah. I'm either or.
Yeah.
I'm good to go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? One of those two people that are just geniuses, motivating and just helping people out constantly. Yes, be president, please. Or no, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not?
I shouldn't be talking about politics at all because I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
He, in his inauguration speech, he said, "Throughout all of my life, I tried to do everything to make Ukrainians laugh. In the next 5 years, I will do everything Ukrainian so that you don't cry."
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Such an actor's way of putting it.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Do you watch Game of Thrones?
I don't. Why?
Just everybody's very upset about the finale.
Yeah, what's up with that? They're like rewriting stuff?
It's
or-
honestly
Is
shit.
it really?
I kind of lost interest around the 7th season, so I just read what happened because I know I don't have time to watch it, and yeah, it seems pretty shit.
That bad?
Apparently, the writers of Game of Thrones got a deal to make a Star Wars trilogy franchise, so they kind of lost interest in Game of Thrones, and they had more material for more seasons, but they kind of wrapped that shit up.
Oh.
And because they want to go and make their Star Wars trilogy. It's going to
Right.
make them a shit ton of money, right?
Like it's a TV show, Star Wars? Or what do you mean?
They're going to get their own like spin-off trilogy.
Oh my God.
So because of their success on Game of Thrones.
Yeah, for sure.
But apparently, yeah, fans feel like they sort of abandoned ship and wrapped it up in a way that didn't really make sense. There's also this funny... there are a couple errors this season. So there was a
I saw that
coffee
dude.
cup.
Yeah, many times.
Yeah. A coffee cup and then a water bottle.
Oh my God.
Imagine, did somebody get fired for that? Like,
Oh my God. Yeah. How do you?
I know, with all of the money that goes into this, isn't that
And
crazy?
it took 2 years to do and all
Yeah.
that stuff. Yeah. That is wild.
And that they didn't even catch it during editing.
Yeah, because it was so funny. Like the hype on Game of Thrones season 8 was like insane, and then towards the last couple episodes, I haven't heard anything about it.
Yeah.
But it's done now, right? Like that's done. That's what's weird to me about this whole situation. It's like as a writer, as a person that's making a show, your goal for that is to be the most successful show, and you're gonna stop it at the most successful point. You know what I mean? Like that's crazy to me.
But I think that a show like Breaking Bad, that they actually went out on top.
Yeah, that's true. Actually,
I think-
going out on top is a thing.
I think that now, I mean, I'm going to rewatch Breaking Bad. I don't want to rewatch Game of Thrones knowing how it ends.
Right.
I think if a show is going to,
That's true.
stay in the culture,
Yeah.
you have to end it well
You
because
gotta
it
end
does
it, yeah.
kind of spoil it. Even How I Met Your Mother. Do you remember? Did you ever watch that?
I did, yeah, but I didn't finish it. Did he
You know,
ever meet? Did he ever meet his mother?
Yeah, and she like died in the last episode,
Oh, fucking
and
crazy.
he ended up with Robin.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think that's the tricky thing with TV shows, and that's why I'm less inclined sometimes to invest time into a TV show versus a movie, is that you can invest so much time and then it ends in an unsatisfying way,
Right.
you know?
Yeah. Actually, you know what? I was thinking, like business-wise, I was thinking about what I said about the Game of Thrones thing. I was strictly thinking about business aspect of things. But you're right. Creatively and like artistically, I think it is going out on top is the move. Obviously, of course. It's not about the dollar signs. You can make more dollar signs creating another show.
Totally.
You're right.
Totally. Because, you know, they're going to give you more shows if you don't tarnish your reputation.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Fair enough. Well, speaking of going on top, let's wrap up this episode. Anna?
Yeah, just great episode. Feels good to be open, and thank you for the lovely compliment.
Great episode. All right. Well, everyone, thanks so much for listening to the podcast. Appreciate you guys. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at UCPod. Mm-hmm. And don't forget to check us out on YouTube because we are filming the entire video. And we are putting it on YouTube for you guys. So, check it out. And we'll see you guys next week. What?
Follow at Self Tape Studio with Ambrose Gardner, who's behind the camera. And I have a new Instagram that we'll put in the description.
You have a new one?
Yeah.
How come you changed it?
I'm Anna Garcia now. That's
Anna
why.
Garcia.
Anna Garcia.
Ooh, there you go.
Ana Cristina Garcia.
Ooh. I want to try that. Ana Cristina Garcia. Ana Cristina Garcia. Nice.
I'm going back to my Latina roots.
So you're changing your last name?
Yeah.
You're going back?
Yeah.
Nice. I like that. Garcia has a fucking ring to it too. Hey, that's awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
That's sweet. I wish my last name was like. I like my last name. I wouldn't change it, but if I had to, I think Rodriguez suits me. What do you guys think?
Zac Rodriguez.
All right, guys. See you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.